Right, lots of people ask me, how do I make rice kind of so fluffy and tasty every time? And we've done some samba, and you can check that out in another video. But I just thought it'd be good to do a little video just about rice because, yeah, it's something that you can get quite wrong, and it's quite easy. So, you know, why not spread the word? Right, so I'm just measuring out. I tend to use 2 cups of rice. All right, so there's one. This is for like just a normal family. There's 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna add the water. So I add the cold water straight in. Okay, and you wanna, don't be mean with the water. Make sure there's plenty of it there. Okay, so there you are. All right, so I'll turn that one on. Now, it's important that you don't like stir up the rice. I don't wash it. I don't do any of that. I just simply pour it in like that. And then I've found let's do the yellow rice. All right. So I'm going to use a bit of turmeric. Okay. Can you see that? So this is just my pot of turmeric. So I'm going to make this like a kind of pilau type rice. So I've scattered probably, it's about a teaspoon, isn't it, of the turmeric, and then I'm going to also add some hing, okay, or asafoetida. All right, you see that there? Okay, so again, I'm just going to do a little sprinkling of this hing. Okay, and then if you get yourself a fork, all right, and then you just tease the surface of that like that. Okay, and then where are we? Then you must remember the salt. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 of these little scoops in. Okay, just like that. All right, and I'll let that come to the boil. Right, so you can see this this rice, it's just starting to boil, isn't it? And you can see how the foam has got the majority of the turmeric in it. So I'm just going to very gently just tease that into the water. Now, when the foam starts coming up like this, you just want to turn it down a little bit, all right? So just try and get it so it's just gently boiling and not in danger of boiling over. So look, there you are. It's just so it's on that kind of boil where the rice is being agitated in the water. Okay, and I'm just teasing that turmeric and the hing into the water, because then that will be kind of dissipated, the flavour and the colour will be dissipated all the way through. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Now, once that's happened, all right, just going to turn it down a touch more. Okay, so you can just kind of leave it now for a few minutes, and then the way to test whether it's done, you've got to be a bit on the on the boil, is that? Anyway, I'll stop butchering on. If you have a look at the rice, I mean, that's clearly not done yet, but if you keep looking at the grains, you'll see that there's a central piece in the middle of the grain, which is kind of like more solid, and it cooks from the outside towards the core. So as it starts cooking, if you come back in a few minutes, you'll see that there'll still be a little sliver of kind of underdone stuff in the centre, which you can actually see. Okay, and then the thing you've got to remember about rice is that when you take it off, it will still be cooking. When you drain it, the heat that it retains, it will make it still cook. So you want to drain it just before it's done. Okay, for perfect fluffy rice. So we'll come back to it in a couple of minutes. Right, let's have a look at it now. Yeah, so I think that's about done. Basically, have a little try as well. Yeah, so it's just not quite there. So I'm going to take it off the heat and drain it. Right, so there we are. Just leave the rice to drain in the sink for a minute. Right, and then you just kind of scoop it back into the pan, and then look at that, perfectly fluffy. And that's ready to serve. Although you can always kind of leave it to one side for a while. I mean, it'll stay hot for 20 minutes or so, especially if your curry's piping hot. Right, let's serve it up. Right, okay.